Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. This is a featherweight contest scheduled for three-minute rounds of amateur MMA. Let me introduce your fighters again. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner, he comes with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Shea Walsh MMA, it is Georgi Stefanov. And now to face him over in the blue corner, he comes with a record of 1 defeat and 1 draw, representing Aspire, it is Quinn.
It's a strong Irish name, that, isn't it?
Very strong Irish name.
UFC veteran referee, Mr. Neil Hall.
Cage door set to close on this featherweight competition. Georgi, I'm not going to give it as much welly as the ring announcer. Georgi Stefanov from the Shea Walsh MMA Academy taking on Ethan Quinn, fighting out of Aspire Gym. Ethan Quinn in the blue corner, the green shorts.
I think both lads come from gyms where all their coaches have a big knowledge base, so I think we're going to have quite a good match in these two.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the 2 sort of lead cornermen for both. You've got Dean Garnett over there in the corner of Ethan Quinn, Shea Walsh himself over in the corner of Georgi Stefanov. That's a ton of UK MMA experience just with the 2 of them.
In there, yeah. Ethan's he's letting his legs go at the minute. He's finding his distance with the inside low kick and he's attacking the calf. He's got nice footwork, to be honest. He's dancing out there. It's mad to see he's 0-1-1. He looks like he's got a bit about him.
Right through that right hand with a bit of venom, but there was no one home. Both fighters.
Stefanov looks a little bit typically tight. He's hunting down. When he's hitting hard, you know, when he's got that step forward pace, that come forward, which I always like to see.
Just looks like they're trying to gauge their distance, both of them trying to find their distance at the moment.
What I'm appreciating from both is they're both relaxed. This isn't like 2 lads just like ready for a war. These are going to try and outthink the other, set something up and then counter. And these are kind of matches I like to call and watch, Steve.
Well, again, you know, it's always fun for the fans when 2 fighters are willing to stand in the phone booth and trade, but this is the art of the fight.
Yeah, hit and not be hit. You can see both of them are having a go, nice spinning kick. Both of them smiling,
give a little grin
there.
at one another. And again, whoa, just slipped out of range of that high kick.
Ethan Quinn he's actually got a nice style about him where he's circling off a fake one way and then come the other way. A false retreat, it's called in boxing, that's what we call it. He's got a nice a left hook that I would throw. But I think a few more feints and fakes and then capitalise on that.
He's constant.
But he's having fun, isn't he?
He's constant movement, but you see Stefanov looking to try and back him into the cage, succeeded, now has a bit of a clinch, and we'll see if Quinn can disengage, because...
I mean, Stefanov, lovely clinch there, nice knees. Quinn's negating it now, got the body lock in, double unders.
That body lock was lovely, turned him really quick. Fights out in the open again, and nice knee, but it looked like a nice knee. The reaction tells me maybe a little bit low. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that feels like, Steve.
Jeez.
But I have been kicked downstairs a few times, not to have the 5 minutes.
I can't imagine it feels. I can. Absolutely.
Bad,
yeah, I can't imagine what it feels like for you. I can certainly imagine what it felt like for him. And, you know, I've spoken with, there's different views on this. One of my co-commentators, you know, constantly says, take all the time. Take it all. You got it, take it. Unless there's a reason that you feel you were in the ascendancy.
It's gamesmanship, isn't it? If, case in point, one of my teammates, Chris Fishgold, fought Hawani he got Makhwan Hawali, he got kicked downstairs, and that totally changed the match because he didn't take the 5. So, if it hits, take your time, recover. Lovely.
Oh, good Lord, he's chasing that takedown, grabs the single.
Oh, this is an exciting, lovely last 10, exciting round, exciting finish then. I think Stefanov has just tried to be a bit flash to try and steal it a bit more in the judges' eyes, but I'd probably give that to Quinn. I think he landed even on the back foot. You're always taught don't kind of fight on the back foot because it's very hard for the judges to score you there, but I think even on the back foot his kicks were there. He was very single shots, but his single shots were landing. Towards the end of the round then, Stefanov came and he started throwing a few more kicks and went for that takedown, and maybe that's something that we're going to see implemented in the next round, Steve.
Well, you know, as you point out, Ethan Quinn, very light on his feet, constant movement. As you say, one way then the other, really didn't allow Stefanov to get any rhythm with his striking going at all, which is why I think he went for the takedown at the end.
100%. But Stefanov was forcing the takedown 2 times there. He's just nearly been kicked in the face as he was shooting him. But if you're wrestling, that's what you're going for sometimes. This Quinn's a bit of a character, isn't he?
It looks, again, sort of like Gumby in there. So relaxed.
Oh, my God.
Just ready to go. Nice and loose.
When are these boys going to sweat? No one's had to sweat on tonight. I have to tell the Olympia to turn the heating on, won't we, Steve?
Perhaps. Stefanov now center of the cage, looking to try and, again, it's that range finding. What Quinn seems to do very well is kind of present range. Presents the range and then changes it completely. And again, that body kick, I mean, marked him up straight away.
He's setting it up, but Stefanov, fair dues, lad, you just took a welly to the belly.
Yeah. And
nice Superman. They're both creative, they're both thinking. You can see this, they're not just trying to throw the same thing, but you can tell Stefanov's a wrestler. I've seen him wrestle before.
Oh, no.
Lovely reversal. Nice scramble there. Both of them back up. Quinn's took the centre again, or he's drawing them on. He's trying to draw them onto the backhand up, switch into that left kick again.
Stefanov, though, now twice has attempted the takedown, succeeded in putting the man down twice. The end of the first round, not enough time to work, but here Quinn just bounces back up. You suspect he's going to go back to that back to that takedown?
Do you know what, Steve? It's only been a few times I've sat down here and I've listened to these kicks, and they're both landing a lot here. He's took some calf kicks, like you chop the tree down. That's exactly what Ethan's doing. He's chopping the tree. He's giving so much footwork. He's making Stefanov chase him, and then he's countering him for it. And right now, Stefanov's going to start getting he's going to start chomping at the bit a little bit more and rushing stuff and coming forward. Lovely switch Superman there. You can still see the toes welted into Stefanov's stomach.
Yeah.
I think Stefanov just needs to feint a little bit more. Don't bite to everything that Ethan's throwing and see what you can get going on them takedowns. But at the moment, Ethan is dictating every which way this fight's going.
And again, switching up where those kicks go, low, high. And again, with the evolution of the game, it used to be always low kicks to the thigh. It was always to the thigh just above the knee. But now, again, working like the Benson Henderson low kicks, everyone's starting to work the calf now with the kicks.
Yeah, I've noticed when you're the smaller person and you've got little range.
Oh! He caught him!
What a shot, Stefanov! That head kick. Ethan's style is there to be hit like that.
But he just ate it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I mean...
I just see that on a replay.
Yeah, well, we get one in between rounds, I'm hoping, because he ate that flush.
I mean, when you smile like that, you know you've been caught, but Stefanov is staying tight, he's staying relaxed, he's waiting for it. Ethan then has just spat his gummy out. Ethan's gone here, you know, he's just spat his gummy out so that the ref can stop it. He's still a bit shaky leg there.
Yeah, he's a bit wobbly.
With his style, because he is that relaxed and his hands are down, that is the high risk, high reward. Your high risk is you want to draw people on so you can catch them, there's your reward, but the high risk is you're going to eat kicks, you're going to eat punches, and that's exactly what Stefanov's just Stefanov just took some punishment at the beginning of the round then and ended really strong. I'm not sure if I'd go to say he won that. He edged the end of the round, and when it's that quick and that's all you've got to go on, I'd probably give it to him. But you could still swing each way.
Yeah, I think there could be an argument made for.
Yeah, I'd probably say 1-1 because I think he had 3 takedowns then. Quinn, I'm not sure if he.
I've just spent my whole time kind of looking at, watching the corner, looking into Quinn's eyes, and you could see kind of the fog lift over that minute break.
Yeah.
Whether he's quite so relaxed with his guard now, when in the center of the cage, we'll see. But Stefanov got to be looking. You got to imagine he's going to be looking for the.
Well, it's one. I'd probably go as 1-1 now, but.
Right back to that
when you're taking them calf kicks, if you're going to take them and not step out the way, you need to come fire straight back with that backhand.
That's good. It's all good and well that you keep walking forward, but you can't keep eating shots like that without some kind of response.
Yeah. Give to take if you can't get out the way. I mean, I've been in fights when. Oh.
Jeez, strong low kick. Both these guys have taken some.
He's not
some shots.
He is not phased. Stefanov is just eating these shots. It's not wearing him down. I mean, his body's showing damage, his face is showing damage. You've got the heart of a lion there, and an absolutely boss overhand right there. But like we say again, this is a fight. As I go to say something else happens that quick, Steve. But you can see both these legs are really going to go for this.
Yeah, in on that single now.
Yeah. I think he'll be able to chain wrestle out of here. I'm sure he's an Olympic wrestler. Like that's his thing, Olympic wrestling. Oh, what's in the back, mate?
Got to be careful, but good work there from Quinn to avoid the takedown. Had Stefanov been successful there, he'd have had the man down in his own corner.
Yeah, I think what Stefanov has done is he's managed to weather the storm. I think Ethan's thrown all his toys, all his tricks out, and I think he's kind of read them now and he knows what's coming. Oh, what a sprawl!
Beautiful!
Wow.
But great work by Quinn, using that single, trying to turn it around, but and there's the wrestling.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job on holding onto the hand so that Stefanov can't spin and take the back. I'm not sure how long is left in the round.
Can't be long left in the fight, but
Quinn's looking at his corner, but he's just given his neck up there, but he's still holding on to the other hand. He's fighting the hands at the minute.
I don't know what he's just trying to tie him up and take the back and straight on, one hook in, but into the mouth, and the arm, and it's rolled in, and good Lord, and again, phenomenal. Phenomenal transition. You gotta
respect that. That's unreal. We thought the Gales was possibly like the best fight so far.
That scramble was lovely,
yeah.
and still working to try and get position is Stefanov. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. Stefanov controlling position. Nice knee to the body, and another I like that.
You can see Ethan's face, wasn't expecting that.
Lovely. What a great little fight we had there.
That was boss.
So much fun.
Oh, don't lift your arms up. It looks like his poor little belly's all red raw, but do you know what? I think you'll see with Ethan, he's going to be around. He's got flair when he fights. He had a lovely style. It's one I'd like to watch again. I think Stefanov was pure brute. I love that wrestler. I love that. I'm going to keep coming. You can keep hitting me with whatever. I feel like I fight like that.
Yeah.
Like, keep hitting me with whatever, like, because I'm still coming. I'm still coming to get me money. Do you know what I mean? So, who would you give it to?
Well, good job they're not paying me to judge, I think. Look, I think if you had it one round each before the third is what you thought,
yeah.
I think perhaps Georgi Stefanov has done enough.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not in the position where our opinion counts very much, Molly, and we'll see what our judges come up with.
Yeah, are we scoring significant striking better than more than the control and then the takedowns?
Well, We'll find out in a minute. Our MC, Mr. Dave Bassett's in the ring. I'll turn it over to him.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's put your hands together for both these warriors in the cage. A great contest there. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your winner via split decision.
What?
The red corner, Georgi Stefanov.